Hey guys, it's model making time, and today we're just doing a bit of a chat, a bit of a channel update. I haven't done one of these for a very long time, since before I think I did model making. So I thought I'd just do a little update on the channel, where things are going, feedback I've had, and what's going to happen going forward. So first things first, obviously the channel is going really well, and I'm so happy to have so many of you join this community over the past year or so when, you know, this channel's really exploded. I started doing model making again around, I think it was May, June last year, and I've really enjoyed doing it. Though I've had some periods where I had to take a week or a couple of weeks off, I've been trying to stay consistent since then. I've really enjoyed making every single model that I've done, and I've enjoyed developing my videos to make them go from strength to strength. In terms of the format of my videos, I think I've got a good format now. From the feedback I've had both on YouTube and on shows and in emails, people seem to like having the history of the subject I'm modelling, the history of the kit itself, and some seem to like it in gaming as well, and I like that because, you know, it's a big part of my life too. So I'm going to keep the format mostly the same. In terms of when I actually build the models though, one thing that has been brought up quite a lot is that I'm using a black background. Now I did this because I've seen a lot of other people do it and I thought it looked a bit more professional, but a few of you have raised that actually, because of the lighting I have, you know, the parts don't look quite as great, or because the parts are so dark because they're green or dark grey or sometimes even a black plastic, it can mean that it doesn't really show up, and I've really taken it on board. I have changed my background going forward. There are probably about 3 videos that have still got the black background that I've got the footage for that I need to do, so just be aware you're probably going to get a mix of coloured backgrounds and black backgrounds going forward, but I wanted to just make you aware that I have taken it on board, I have changed it, and I think you'll like the conclusion I reached, because I really like it. In terms of going to shows, there are shows mostly in the summer, a little bit in the autumn, and then obviously Telford. Now, in terms of myself, I'm going to be going to Telford, and I think that's probably my only show this year. I'm trying to go to as many shows as I can, but I do have to take into consideration, you know, some of these shows are hours away, and sometimes I just need to have a weekend where I don't travel, or sometimes I just need to catch up on general life. So I am trying to go to as many shows as I can, and I will be doing that again next year, and probably next year trying to make sure I go to shows that I haven't been to before as well. Whilst there's a gap in shows, obviously I'll be doing more model videos, and I'm going to try and vary the content I have a little bit, from doing aircraft models to other types of modelling as well, so be on the lookout for that. I've got some projects planned that hopefully will be really nice. In terms of you guys, I've been getting a lot of support from you guys at shows, and also, you know, online, whether it be through Discord or through YouTube comments or whatever. Like, I've had so much support and it's been really encouraging. I was not really sure whether or not I was good at doing this. You know, I've always prided myself as being an average model maker, although some people say I'm, like, you know, better than I think I am, but I'm definitely not at the standards of most people who just play their models, that's for sure. I'm definitely more in the average side of things. But that's why I started doing all of this in the first place. I wanted to show that an average model maker could have just as much fun as someone who does it professionally, someone who can do commission stuff, because the only person you really need to please is yourself, and I'm pleasing myself with my models. I think they look great. I'm enjoying seeing my skill level increase each time that I do a new model. Hell, I did my first resin model this year as well, which was so much fun, and I think it looks like one of the best models I've made. I've also pretty much finished a new project, which is just below there, that will be out in a couple of weeks, that I'm really pleased with as well. I'm really pushing my limits, and I just want to say thank you so much for every single person who's been supportive of this channel. There have been some of you as well who've donated to me over on Ko-fi. If you do want to donate, link in the description. You can do it either monthly or one-off donations. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to donate though, so please only do this if you just want to support the channel and support me. It all goes towards, you know, buying new model kits, new equipment, new brushes, whatever. So, you know, just don't feel obligated, but I think I need to probably promote it a bit more because I'm really bad at promoting myself. I mean, that's the same reason I got business cards, because I'm really bad at actually promoting myself at shows, and some people have asked like, oh yeah, do you do YouTube? And I'm just like, yeah, YouTube, and I just like leave because I'm too anxious. It's really stupid. So yeah, I'm trying to promote myself a little bit more anyway. It's been such a life-changing experience doing this channel, and I know it sounds really stupid, but it has. I've met amazing model makers and creators. I'm meeting more and more every day. I've had the opportunity to speak to people who I admire for their model making, and they view me as a fellow content creator, even though I view myself as some tiny wannabe. So it's been really amazing for that. I've also found model making has made me gain friends who I never really would have met before, who I would have walked past at model shows and never spoken to. Not because I'm rude, but just because you walk past people every day and you don't speak to them, right? It's been amazing and really lovely. I just felt, you know, I'm doing a Charlotte Day, I might as well say that as well. In terms of live streams, so live streams, I chose a really stupid day to do my live streams because I chose Sundays, but at the same time, I don't really have another day when I can do them. So the reason I chose Sundays was because I asked everyone in the community what was the best day for them. Most people said Sundays, and to be honest, Sundays tend to be the day I'm most available. However, that's changed because I'm going to more model shows. At the same time, there are a lot of people who go to model shows, watch my content, so you know, they probably wouldn't be able to watch anyway. So I think I'm probably going to keep with Sundays. Although I have taken a fair break from live streams due to life in general, I do want to get back into them. So I think, you know, over the next couple of months we'll probably start seeing live streams return. However, I'm joining in with other people's live streams as well to try and, you know, help show myself and show my modelling to other people, but also just to get back in the rhythm of live streaming, I guess. So I guess I'll give a little update for myself as well. So obviously my health has been a bit all over the place this year. I started the year with COVID, but then I went from strength to strength, and then I gradually got more and more burnout. There are a lot of things impacting me from both work and personal life perspectives, and I'm not going to go into detail with either of those, and it did result in me ultimately needing to take time off work. I was really not well. I wasn't caring for myself, I wasn't showing myself any self-care or self-love, and I feel like I'm out of that neck of the woods now. I'm in a much better place mentally. I feel like I can go from strength to strength now. Model making did take a bit of a hit, I'll be honest. Particularly when I was off work, I modelled a lot because it was, you know, the thing to keep me sane. And I think at the same time it also burnt me out from modelling a little bit, and I just needed to take a little break. I haven't done modelling for a bit, but I've done it over the last couple of weeks. I've been really enjoying it again. Sometimes you just need to have a little break from something, you know? I think it's also really common for people who try and put out videos every week is you're generally doing a model a week or so, and that can also get quite taxing. I've tried to build up a backlog of models so that I can make sure that I have at least 1 or 2 backups, but you know, there may be weeks where I just can't get a video out, and I've just learned to accept that at this point. What matters most is making sure that I stay healthy and happy, and that I can give out good videos by staying healthy and happy. So yeah, I guess that's it for an update. I wasn't really sure what to do for this, but I wanted to try and just give something to say, hey, look, I am going to make changes, I am listening to you guys, and also just give an update in myself. These videos are also really helpful for me to look back on in the future years or months, just to see how far I've come as an individual as well. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Next week we'll be back to a normal video. I know there is a show next weekend, but I don't think I'm going to make it, so likelihood is it's going to be a modelling video, but if not, we'll see. But who knows? Sometimes I just get up at 8 AM and go, let's go to a show. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing and the reason I keep doing what I do. I'll see you later. Bye! Thanks for watching the video, I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell to be notified of every new video on Mondays. You'll also be able to see me stream live on YouTube. Thanks again, I really appreciate it. Have fun modelling!